I'm Maggie Miller here at the ODSC conference, and I'm here with David Talby. He is the CTO of Pacific AI, so welcome.
Thank you.
So let's start off by talking about how development teams can ensure that they are training their NLP models with data specific to the application they are building. For example, a chatbot for an airline would be much different than one for, say, contract legal review.
Yep, so that's a lot of, that's usually the first error we see people make. They assume they can use pre-existing, pre-trained models. Well, really, what people need to know is that there are many, many languages that we use on a daily basis, right? So the way we speak is very different from the way we write emails, from the way we write legal contracts, from the way we write text messages, right? And it comes down really to a different vocabulary, different grammar, different meaning. So what happens is, yes, if you train your model on, understanding customer support messages and you're trying to understand academic papers, you're not even reading the same language. So that's definitely one of the first things people need to do is understand kind of really what language am I focusing on in a very narrow sense, right? Is this a pathology report, right? Or is this a tweet? Annotate the data and then just train NLP models for that specifically.
And so we all know machine learning engineers are expensive.
Yep.
So how important is it for engineers to have consistency in their human-in-the-loop solutions as they retrain models to provide accuracy in recommendations and reviews?
Yep, so it's critical. You need to have your domain experts and you need to know that your label data is correct. One of the things that often happens is that people crowdsource label data or they use whatever they find. There are disagreements there. So what you need to understand, let's say you're building a movie recommender, right? And you crowdsource the reviews, and there's an 80% agreement between your judges on what is a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star movie, right? Then really what happens is that 80% becomes your theoretical upper limit on what accuracy can be, right? Anything above that, you're overfitting to noise, right? It's completely random, right? And when you're giving that to your machine learning engineers, honestly, you're just giving them random data at that point. Right, and you're completely wasting your time. So that definitely one is one of the issues. Sometimes people do it when they crowdsource. Another time this happens often is in kind of hard domains. You need oncologists to agree, you need cardiologists, you need lawyers to agree, right? And sometimes really there's 60-70% agreement because really the experts do not agree. Right, and at that point, really, yes, keep your data scientists and machine learning engineers in the back because you're just not even ready to use them at that point.
And finally, what are the different challenges you face when you're deploying a model versus building one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so those are first of all two completely different things, and it's good that people are beginning to realize that. The biggest thing to know is that as soon as you put a model in production, its accuracy starts degrading. Right? That's the main thing people need to understand. So it's very different from classic software development, right? Where, if I build a calculator, 2 years later, it still sums up numbers, right? And, so if you build a workflow system, inventory system, cache system, they still work. You at least know what they're doing. A machine learning system usually in a year would degrade to giving you junk recommendations in many cases. So one of the things definitely to know is that you have to measure your accuracy in production. You have to keep changing your training data. Right, and usually you need some data science and software engineers to back it up and actually make sure your models remain, just basically keep working as you expect.
Well, great advice. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.